Hello. Welcome to Delone. I'm technically a little late. I think it's like 4 a.m., so I'm not going to be super loud right now. It is literally 4 a.m. right now. That's is this still too loud? Last video intro music was way too loud. Anyway, what's up? New lens. Is it too wide? I mean, it's super wide. I can technically just I screwed it up. De-widen it. Okay, so essentially, I don't really have much to do, but you know what? I actually do have something to do. Wait, let me just prep it real quick. Hello, this is what I bought. I got this on Facebook Marketplace for $100, which I think is a steal. It's a drawing tablet, dude. It's a drawing tablet. Now, if you don't know, I'm starting another channel, and I know what you're gonna say. Yo, One, you don't even upload on your main channel, which I'm about to. And you don't upload here on Ditlone. Why are you making a third channel? It's because the third channel is basically a way for me to. It's essentially what it is me watching anime, since I've never really watched anime that much at all. I don't really know much about it, but I am a filmmaker, and me breaking down the really interesting intricacies of storytelling with an anime and how it differs from Western media. I think it's very interesting. I've already had some really interesting insight, and I might do other movies too. So what happens now is when we're watching something, right? I can actually do like boop, and then look. I can freaking draw on the screen. I can draw on the screen, and we can play stuff, right? This is actually my first ever short film, and we can talk, and I can basically just react to this thing and talk about it, right? So now it's like, yo, look at this short film. Look, you want to know something really fun? That's my friend Austin, right there. Boop. That's Austin. And I can freaking talk about it. Isn't that cool? I don't know. I think that's so interesting to me that I don't know. Is that not interesting? Anyway, so in the meantime, let's just I got 2 minutes. Let's break down my first short film. This short film is named, I don't think it's here. You can see it in the top left. This thing is called Bucket List. It was a short film for the Road filmmaking contest, I guess. And it was my first ever short film that was actually completed. A ton of my friends helped me, and they were amazing. We filmed it over the course of 6 days. It took forever. It's only 3 minutes long because that's the cutoff. I didn't realize I wrote an 8-page script. And if you don't know anything about writing and filmmaking, usually, roughly, a page of a script equals to roughly about a minute of screen time. So for a 3-minute short film, you would want 3 pages. I wrote 8, and they were all contingent on each other because I was trying to do good storytelling fundamentals where nothing was not needed, everything was important. Chekhov's gun, which means if you're going to set it up, you must pay it off, and if you're going to pay it off, you must set up. So everything was stacked on top of each other for 8 minutes. Filmed all of it, got into the editing room, only had a week to edit, and now I have 5 minutes to cut out of a story that isn't supposed to have anything cut out of it. What was I supposed to do? So you're going to see that in this 3 minutes, there's jump cut after jump cut. The pacing is freaking way too snappy. It's actually freaking hilarious. So we're going to watch it. Oh, I just realized you can't see it. Okay, and long story short, also, the short film is about a simpleton living in the post-apocalyptic world where there is little to no oxygen, which is why everybody is wearing gas masks. He is, this is not educated. I have to tell you this because I cut it out of the short film because I didn't have time to explain this. He's running out of air, and he has a bucket list, which is why it's called Bucket List. And all he wants to do, his only objective in life, is to complete his bucket list before he dies. But he's running out of air. So he's getting more and more desperate. That's the synopsis. And you can see, look at this. You can see all the stuff. Look, I'm going to use my drawing. First off, look at this, bucket list. Wow. But then boom, the One face. It's always been with me. If you haven't known, the One face has always been with me. And I actually still have this book somewhere. But this is really interesting actually. What is this? Try boba drain? Soba? I don't even know what that means. But Find Lucky Horseshoe is the first one, and you're supposed to kind of understand that this guy is kind of doing random doodles and he's doing some random visit Narnia. What the heck does that mean? Don't freaking know. But we're just gonna keep going. This guy's a simpleton. Bucket list, name of the title. And this, yo, this is a little like hangout where you can see all the things he's collected. And you can see I was going for, I was actively, actually, I need to show you this. I was actively going for a really like, flat look. You can see like everything. It's almost like a platformer. And look, the little mushrooms. And this is like Mario. I guess that's how Mario looks like to me. Anyway, so I was going for a really flat look overall. And you can actually even tell all the way over here. It's the same thing. They mirror each other. Or at least they're trying to mirror each other. So you can even see he's about that tall, and here he's a little bit shorter. So I was trying to match it, didn't necessarily get all there. And the last thing I'll say here, and this is, I'm also kind of playing with this, how I like navigate this. I'm gonna have to add more controls. Right here, this is my friend. This is my friend Jeffrey. He's supposed to be hanging right there by a rope, and he's standing on something right here. And then I photoshopped this part out, and then I literally digitally angled his legs to because it was like this on the bench, and then I cut out the bench, and then I literally changed it from this to that, like in Photoshop. Which was really freaking stupid, but it worked. Be careful when you're doing that, when you're hanging somebody. So right there, match cut. Look at that. I was trying to work on my like storytelling fundamentals. Look at this. So boom, whoops. So look at this. Boom, right? Circle eyes. Let's see how accurate I got in terms of where I was. Boom! Look at that. They are almost freaking there, dude. This is almost identical. Dude, that's impressive. I'm just saying that's impressive. He's hitting a bong. This was for high school. I think I might have gotten in trouble. Try weed. I thought, of course, you'd want to try weed. So right here, you can see an example of me screwing up. There was a whole scene I cut here. And so he kind of just fades and walks away. So it kind of makes sense. But this smashed guitar right here. Wait, I got to draw with the pen. This smashed guitar right here. There was a whole scene about him rocking out and then smashing the guitar and crossing that off his list. So we didn't get to it, but you know, whatever. Right here also, there was a whole ass tripod right here. It was right there. It took me forever to cut it out because as you'll see, he crosses eventually. And I know this, yeah, right there, the hand, you see that? The hand crosses over. You can't really see it, which is good, but I had to rotoscope that out, which took for frickin' ever. But as we go through, you're going to notice that he bent down for something. Because also that isn't really communicated. But essentially what happened was that he threw something down the hall. And it dropped water. And he's like, oh, water. It's the apocalypse. I'll go get that. And then he notices this Barbie. Which, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. He takes the Barbie like a weirdo. We thought that him trying to fix the picnic was so funny, but yeah, have a picnic. Pouring water on him. So look at that camera work. Kiss in the rain and get married. And like, I will say, there were shots where it was supposed to, you were supposed to essentially read it and know what's happening. I had to cut it so quick, you don't even know what's happening. So you just see him crossing something off a book. It doesn't work. It's horrible. Everything is horrible. And this, we shot this twice, and it was so dark. It was so dark. I remember specifically, the sun was going way down over the horizon. Like, here's the horizon, and the sun was like that, with cloud coverage. It was not good. And the only thing I had was a golden bounce board, right? Where the sun, which I don't even know where it was. Let's say it was actually over here, right? Would hit this, and then it would bounce it back into the guy. But as you can see, there's like, you can maybe see that. You can see that little sheen right there. But other than that, there's nothing on here because if you don't have sun, right? Look, I can do this. If you don't have sun, then there's nothing to bounce. And so I was just holding this thing like an idiot. So that's just kind of how it goes. Anyway, he's getting some firewood. Something happening. Whoa, foreground, tap the ass. The flat profile again, went for the flat profile. And I thought it was funny switching between the different sounds. I was also really big. I was really big into no dialogue, so that's why there is no dialogue during this. It's kind of like a silent film, but I thought the idea of switching back and forth between the different music, it was kind of to see how serious it was for Carter, that's his name. Carter. And he just picks up the Barbie. You don't notice it. It's so subtle. But there's the Barbie, and here's Colin right here, right? Whoops. There's Colin right there, picking up the Barbie, and Carter's like, no, no. And these guys are like, yo, look at this Barbie, which why would they care about a Barbie? But, dude, that reflection right there, dude, took forever. Because you can see it's not there right now, right? And then what happens? Boom. Boom, you see it? And I tried to make that look realistic. It took a while. Can't lie. And the rotate with the camera to black. I thought that was fun. And look, it's all wrecked now. It's all wrecked, man. Look, there's no sign. It's all in the trash. It's all everything's in shambles. I actually look at that. Look at that. There's even a machete right here. That I think is just funny. Stabbing the little robot. Sad face. I'm gonna have to really get better. I'm kind of using this as practice just to like mess with it. You can kind of see me reaching over because that's where my stream deck is, right over here. And so I can do it. I think I need to move the stream deck over, or I need to attach a lot of it to here so I can kind of do this. And then I can have more media control. Because right now, this is not necessarily working. This is a rough draft of my workflow. But anyway, you can kind of get what I'm going at. Also, I would have way more to say for anime. I don't even know what I'm talking about with this short film. But anyway, this is like almost 10 years ago. Okay, so this was a big oneer, man. Dude, right here, we had 6 different cameras going on. Ooh. Boom. You can feel how freaking fast that is, right? You can feel how fast that is. Oh man, all my friends, we were doing such stupid stuff in these woods. But so basically right here, it's really interesting because we had this wide camera, right? So we had a wide camera probably like right here, right? But then for each interaction, including boom, we had another camera. And then I believe boom for a shot, we had this camera. When this guy runs over here, we have another camera, I believe lower. So let's kind of see. Boom. So that's angle number 2. But okay, this is back to angle number 1. And then boom. Okay, I was right. So the lower angle. This is angle number 3. That was a separate angle just to show that I had a knife. Otherwise, you weren't going to understand that. Which I think is hilarious because right here, he gets stabbed in the freaking chest. Right? Boom. This guy's huge. Right? This guy obviously is just like way bigger than than Carter, the main character. But then, you're right. He just punches him off. Look at that. Did you see that? He just punches him off. Boop. And then this guy's just dead for the rest of the short film, which I find hilarious. Back to angle number 1, and then finally angle number 4. So I do think overall, if you really look at it, we had main wide camera, which covers the whole area. Then we had angle number 2, which was another camera for the smack. We had the angle number 3, which was a separate camera for the ground pound, and then we had angle number 4 for his shot, which was over here. And I believe we might have had one more. I honestly can't remember. But the main thing, oh, you can't even necessarily see it because I have my webcam. Which again, like I said, kind of working all this stuff out. It'll be fixed, okay? Get the kinks out. Anyway, but the one thing you notice, which I think is kind of cool, is the fact that all 4 of these, right? So, and then this big one. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, they all fit within each other. So within the comp of After Effects, you can just fit right here when I zoom in. The tree in this shot wasn't a perfect lineup, so I'm gonna cut it out. So the tree shot right here didn't always perfectly line up, but since it zooms in so quick, as long as I roughly lined up from this wide shot, you know what I mean, to number 2, as long as parts of it lined up, it was fine. So if we actually go back and put it in slow motion, you'll actually see what I'm talking about. So right now, the tree, right? Boom. Right here. And Mason, boom. And then we're going to zoom into it really hardcore. Whoops. Going to zoom into it. Okay, ready? And then right here, boom. You actually kind of, we barely saw the scene switch. Whoops. Let's see. So we're gonna digitally zoom in, boom, and then yeah. And then he's gonna throw the rock, and we're gonna see it zoom back out. Look at that action from Austin. Okay, whoa, you can actually see it. Oh, whoops, I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna re-record that because screw it. But look at this, which is really interesting. Actually, I have to go back a little bit. So you zoom in, we digitally punch in. You can't really even tell. Slow motion, you can't even tell that that was like altered too much. But then look at this. So he's gonna go through his action. He's gonna throw it, and then we're gonna start pausing it. Let's see if I can grab it. Okay, so we're starting to digitally zoom out. And then boom, you see it right here? You see this? The tree goes here, and then there's a very obvious boom, cut. Because with everything else, the motion blur, it is blurring everything, but no trees are cut, right? But right here, boom. The tree does not create that right angle. Obviously, you can see it. The frame, you can almost see the leaves being cut right there. And look at this hard edge right there. You see that? So this is the frame that we were messing with. I can't find the bottom of it necessarily. It might be that line right there. But yeah, you can actually see the cut. But with the motion blur, it's way too quick for you to ever notice anything. But it is kind of an interesting technique, mostly from 300, I believe, from the movie 300. But yeah, you're never going to notice any of that. I mean, it's not as smooth as it probably obviously should be, but again, I made this when I was like 15, 16, so it's not that bad. And then you kind of already saw the end. He eventually somehow kills everybody. That was a bad cut. That was After Effects mishap. We actually bought, I actually tore apart one of my knives. And then what I did was, it was a regular knife, right? Like, this is my knife. I cut it right there. Or I think I actually bent it. So it ended up looking like this. Like I bent it. And then I attached a belt. Like a little belt. And then we put that belt around him right here. And then ripped a hole through these clothes. It ended up working pretty well. I mean, that looks like he's fucking stabbed. Yeah. And then that was it. And then, oh, yep, kill bad guys. His final thing. He can die in peace. And this is all the crew. Holy crap. And then the old One Films animation. Yeah, no, that was a horrible short film. I mean, just like every first short film, it's horrible. My second one was actually pretty freaking impressive compared. But yeah, this was a very interesting time, and I loved it. I loved it. All my friends, they helped way too much. I know I killed them. They did not enjoy the project anymore once we were like 2 days in, but they were amazing. Anyway, like I said, this was really honestly just me fucking around with the fact that I can now draw dicks on my friend's face. So I got this. I'm gonna be making more like breakdowns specifically again of some movies that I'm watching, some animes. Whenever I notice something, there was even some stuff in Arcane while I was watching Arcane. It's like, dude, I could talk about this all day, and I do think some people will find it interesting. So I got this tablet, kind of cool. The setup is getting built too. I got the wide lens. You know, it's really funny. I have a closer lens that's not always wide, but this angle is kind of fun. And plus, if I was able to draw like up here, which I think I will be able to soon, that'll be cool. Oh, and last thing, I know there's already a 20-minute video. I highly doubt anybody watched this, especially with how bad my breakdown was. My breakdowns for the anime and the other movie channel will be way better than I just did. Trust me. Don't judge me yet. I just wanted to. It's 4 a.m. and I'm tired. I just wanted to test that. The main thing I've been doing all fucking day is deal with a malware because I'm a dumbass and downloaded malware and it took me hours and hours and hours to get rid of it. And I finally got rid of it. So I'm just tired. I just wanted to make this video. I wanted to stick with the Ditloni thing. Um, in the meantime, no, not in the meantime. Oh, you know what I could do real quick though? For the thumbnail. I'm just gonna make because I'm not editing this tonight. Like, definitely not. Okay, I'm gonna have to work on my workflow because like doing over this and then drawing is really annoying. I need to have it just like here. And honestly, this piece of hardware is awesome, but I just need a Stream Deck. There's nowhere near as good as a Stream Deck. Full screen projector preview, HP, boom. And then if I go top monitor only and then I disable webcam, whoa, I forgot it does that. So I can't really do that. Dang. Okay, fine. Wait, can I still draw on here? Can I still draw? Wow. I can, but then you can't see it. Here, wait. I'll just do this. Um, I'll just do. I'm just gonna draw a bunch. I do some of my old graffiti. Uh, I bought a drawing tablet. Yay. There you go. And then I'm just gonna do, wait, and then I'm gonna do full screen projector preview. Actually, no, you know what? I'm just gonna do snipping tool. All right, I'll do that. And then boom. You guys want to see what I made? So bad. Wait, did it actually save? What did it save to? Whoops. Anyway, I gotta go. It's 25 minutes and you don't even know what I'm looking at. I'm gonna go. I drew this. It's cool. You're gonna see more videos with this. Also, while editing, I'm gonna be able to do more stuff like during the explaining of the Jump King and all that stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm tired as hell. I don't know why I'm still up. Good night. Thank you for watching.